Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna smoke some weed today. We're gonna get high, man. Yeah, yeah. Hey, welcome everybody. I'll wait for some people to get on in before we get to the comment show. A lot of interesting comments this week. Like I'm recovering from last night. I uh put a new cartridge in my weed vape pen, and I don't hardly ever vape. Holy crap, the potency, man. Holy crap. What's up, Manuel? What's up, Southern Yankee? Nice to have you guys here. I'm going to change this avatar. I don't like looking at fat pieces of shit. So I'm going to change that to my normalcy here. Welcome on in, everybody. Just want to do a quick, easy show today. Um, Lots of great comments. You guys keep those comments coming. That's what keeps this comment show going. The only one of its kind on YouTube. I know that's a bold claim, but I've yet to find one. I know people do certain comments on their show, but I'm the only one that makes a whole show centered around comments. So, what's up, Dougie? Nice to have you in there. All right, let's go ahead and add the comments here. You guys' comments. So you can see what I see. We'll start at the bottom. Let me just pull this on over here. Laura Vladi, I did get your comment. I'll get to that at the very end. Uh, we'll discuss as much as I know. Um, Start at the bottom here. Matthew the King. If your tires are bald, consider a rubber comb over. Didn't. Nana, welcome. Nice to have you here. Thank you for the comment, Matthew. Sassy, good morning. Poncho says he got a shout out. Sure did. Anybody who comments, um, is Hot Mess in here? I didn't even see Hot Mess. How come I can't see Hot Mess Summer? Uh, let's see. How did I miss Hot Mess Summer? I don't even see Hot Mess in there. I got a woof dab pen loaded with the 3-year-old King's Kush live rosin that Chris. Wow. Yeah. Rosin's good. I haven't had rosin's too expensive, man. Holy cow. Mater, welcome. Nice to have you here, Jackie. Why can I not see Hot Mess Summer? You don't have me blocked, do you, Hot Mess? I would hope not. It's the only reason why I can't see ya. Hold on. Go to my channel. Just make sure it's not some weird StreamYard bullshit. Ah, there's Hot Mess. Yeah, it's some weird StreamYard bullshit. There you are, Hot Mess. Nice to have you in here. Let me give myself a like. There we go. Okay. Hit that like button on your way in as well, y'all. New name. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, no, I knew you didn't. It was just weird. I didn't see you come on in. Katrina, welcome. Maui Sunset Cart Sativa Dominant, so I can get stuff done. I love the indicas. I'm not a sativa guy, Katrina, at all. Um, But, to each his and her own. Sativas give me headaches. It's because they go straight to your head. Marth, welcome. Nice to have you here. All right, Kim A. I remember back in the day when I was calling Kim A. Kima. Almost made the mistake again. Bernie B, welcome. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Hope you're having a great day, Bernie. I'll be done pretty soon. I'll probably head your way. We'll go eat lunch, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I love all the MLH crew. The humor is great for laughter. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We work really hard. I know Dougie and I can spend literally hours getting prep for the show beforehand. I mean, it really is a full-time gig. And, you know, in my case, very little money, and in everybody else's case, no money. So I'm very greatly appreciative to Flea and Dougie and Nompic for their contributions. They work extremely hard, and You know, one of those things. Hot mess summer. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I don't think this week, but I think next week, every time I see Summer in there, I think of Homeless Outreach. She does a great job. One of the very few people that I see taking the time to do what she does. Um, Next week, I think I'm going to do a 50 hot dog run. I got enough money for that now, so I appreciate all the contributors to that. So I think next week, next Sunday, will be the day that I do a 50 hot dog run. So be looking for that. NJS says indica for me. Yeah, I'm a big time indica person. I love the indicas. Lady Victoria, happy birthday to Eric Rader. Yeah, belated birthday now. New name. I was a heavy green smoker for years, stopped at the end of May this year. Will likely smoke again in the future, but more as occasional recreation. Yeah, I'm a big time pothead. New name. It's my medication. It's the only thing that keeps me rational and sane. Um, I don't want to become a zombie again with prescribed drugs. They work, but um, just makes you a big time zombie, and I don't want to do that. Hot Mess with the $3 super sticker. Thank you very much, Hot Mess. I really appreciate that. What's going on here? There we go. Thanks a lot, Hot Mess Summer. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate what you do with the outreach. It's really awesome. Um, Kim, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. From this, I know I'm a big Summer fan, and the new Becky and Summer connection makes me smile. I do love Summer. I've been watching her channel for a long time. I lurk a lot. Beautiful woman, inside and out. Check her channel out for sure. Lady Victoria, happy birthday to to Eric Rader. Phlebotomist says, our very own Flea says, happy birthday to a truly great guy. I went over to his page to wish him a happy birthday and hope everyone else does the same. Flea's a great person. Traveling Survivalist says, happy birthday to Eric. Lots of love for Eric. And I do appreciate Eric. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, he's doing a lot of Vegas stuff. You can catch him mostly at the Vegas sign, which is infinitely fascinating. The amount of people that go and take pictures in front of that sign. Happy birthday, Eric! Sue Irwin says yes. Pippi says happy birthday, Eric Rader. Thank you very much, Pippi. There's Chase on Fifth. Get in here, Nikki says. I don't know what that's in reference to, but I hope you guys had a good time. Pippi also says, is he in jail yet? No, Pippi, but it's getting close. I'll talk a little bit about it here in a bit. Let's continue on. It's getting there. It's getting really close. Other Pippi says, happy birthday, Eric. Yes, happy birthday. A Girl says, happy birthday, Eric. Yep, thanks for that. Happy birthday, Eric, from Anna from Canada, the lovely Anna from Canada. Belt Loop is in here. What's up, Belt Loop? Nice to have you here. Did I miss anybody? Freeze all your fresh trim and use dry ice to make bubble. 70U bag will have you live resin. 90U bag will have full melt. I don't know how to do any of that, Manuel. You're gonna have to teach me. Mitchell, welcome. Nice to have you here. Let's continue on. Okay. Cheryl's birthday today? Well, happy birthday, Cheryl. Sin, welcome. Nice to have you here. Nikki says happy birthday, Eric. Viva Las Vegas. Eric's a great dude. We've had him on before. I've interviewed him. Um, just a good dude, man. I love Eric Rader. Very good friend of the channel. And I wish him nothing but success over there in Vegas. He's doing really well. And that's very good. Rachel Narf with some emojis for Eric Rader. Wow, naturally neutral. Naturally neutral is funny. It's a funny troll. Um, I do a series of videos called the Mustachioed. At least I did, And he says, "Is Chi your mother? You look so similar." No, she's not my mother. I would be ashamed to have Chi as my mother, to be honest with you. Eric Rader says, "Thank you so much, everyone. Monster Squad." Yes, indeed, Eric. The Monster Squad definitely backs the Eric Rader channel, even though you have Raider in your name. I mean, I'm a huge Bronco fan. Every time I go in there, I'm like, "What's up, Eric Bronco?" Pooh Tigaroo says, "Happy birthday, Eric." Lots of birthday wishes for Eric, and that's really cool. Ren said, "Sounds interesting on my my stream that I did with a special guest, which turned out to be Kitty McKitterton." So there you go. All right, there we go. Thank you very much, Ren, for that. And also thank you for being a Monster Squad member. All the Monster Squad members. Lady Victoria, welcome. Nice to have you in here. Um, Thank you all Monster Squad members. I really appreciate it. If you got a gifted membership, I really hope you consider continuing with that membership. Not only do you get those emojis, but um, I do occasionally do live streams for members only. So thank you. Traveling survivalist with the eye emojis. Blue Unicorn asked if he was the special guest. No, but maybe sometime soon, Blue. Janet from another planet on the replay crew, as always, a good one. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. We work really hard on DT. From this, I know that was a great stream with Kitty. Thank you. To have Chi as your mother, sister, aunt, cousin, girlfriend, wife would actually totally suck. I'd leave the family and change my name. I think I would too, Dougie. What's up, Rip Guy? Nice to have you in here. Kelly says, "I hate it when I miss a live stream." Thank you, MLH and crew. You killed it again. Thank you, Kelly. Brandon James, what a great show. Thank you. And thank you for being a Monster Squad member. Brenda says, "Looking forward to it." Thank you. Appreciate that. Manuel, up and up on the membership. Thanks, MLH crew, for the quality entertainment. Thank you, Manuel. Um, we have plans beyond Chumley. So hope you guys stick around. Summer, thank you. Um, I really appreciate her coming on the show. It was an honor to have her on. Um, oh, N- Na NZ2TS on my the beginning of trouble video, which is an older video, said, "Did anything ever happen?" If you watch that video all the way to the end, you could see that we were not arrested. We weren't doing anything illegal. As a matter of fact, we set things straight at that office. HT2, thanks for becoming part of the Monster Squad. Hope you enjoy the new emojis. Got lots of good ones. Thanks a lot, Belt Loop. Have a great day. All right. Let's continue on here. Sorry, my ear was itching there. Belinda Woolridge says DOA knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't do anything without planning it all out. All part of the show, folks. Are you entertained yet? Um, yeah, I was just pontificating, Belinda. I'm with you. I think I he knows what he's doing. And you know, I mean, he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't know what he's doing, is what I'm trying to say. Um, Especially when it comes to law. He has no fucking clue. He doesn't understand anything, and I'm so glad. We'll talk about it later. Ingrid says, "Oh my god, the intro." Yeah, the I can't remember which video it was, but it was a good one. It was the one where Chumley was walking eating pizza in front of the Scientology building. Didn't sweat the small stuff. Love the intro. Here's part of the replay crew. Sorry I missed the live. Hey, you never have to be sorry for missing live, and thank you for being a Monster Squad member. Carrie Ann, welcome. Nice to have you here. Um, you guys make me feel sheepish when you say sorry I missed the live. You guys have lives too. The fact that you watch as part of the replay crew is monumental in helping the channel. Just watching the videos, and in your case, small stuff. being a member is definitely a big help. I could use all the help I can get, to be honest with y'all. I'm not Chumley. I don't beg, um, for money. I don't grift off Social Security checks, but I do appreciate, anything, anybody can contribute. Definitely helps me out. It's my full-time gig. Curly Chaos says best opening ever. People really like that, video. So, uh, appreciate you all. NJS wondering who the guest was. It was Kitty McKitterton. She was awesome. And I thought I did a pretty good job with that, interview. Hopefully, we'll have her back for part 2, and she showed up on DT, which is really nice. Gina Freya says, "Replay crew, loving this content." That's something I can talk about. We actually do content on, DT and, on this channel. And that's something that, other channels absolutely don't. I hate staring at the ceiling or wall for hours on end. Moses, nice to have you in here, buddy. Really appreciate you. Thank you for being a Monster Squad member. Blue Marlin, Chumley always orders pizza after he grifts off of disabled people. Yes, indeed. I mean, um, it's really, really striking, y'all, and that's what really hurts my heart. See, he makes way more money than I do. On any given stream, he could make 3, 400 in super chats, and um, that's not what bothers me. What bothers me is he never gives back. That's the thing that sucks. Tom's girl, welcome. Nice to have you here. Dad Ant, nice to have you here as well, bud. I just, I it just pains me. Like right after court, super smugly, he goes and he starts eating sushi. One of those conveyor belt sushi places, which are actually very tasty. Yeah, maybe I'll get sushi today. I don't know. I have to look at the budget. You Um, Ginger says didn't get that. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, here we go. This isn't a troll comment. This is an actual comment that I want to address. Sumako says, "I hate Scott, but his sister doesn't seem so sober in this interview." Nothing could be further from the truth, Sumaku. Um, she was very, very lucid and was having a bit of fun, and some people took that a little differently. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the Hochstetter family, and obviously that's her dumbass's sister is Kitty. They have the same cadence with their language. I don't want to say that Kitty has a speech impediment or anything, because she doesn't, but she speaks a lot like him, and we're so used to listening to dumbass speak stupid words that when we hear the opposite, which Kitty is definitely the opposite. She's very intelligent, um, can form sentences. It's very jarring, so I can see why you might think that. I don't think it's a Scotty supporter, Surreal Baby, but could be. Boxer Heather. I don't know what you watch, but she seems perfectly sober to me. I was the one doing the interview with Kitty, and she was definitely sober. So, why do all you people in this ex Scientist soap opera only see things in black and white? Scott has a serious personality disorder and needs to be in jail. And it seems like his sister just seemed to be under the influence. Two things can be true. Well, that is true. Two things can be true. But in this case, Sumaku, I think you got it all wrong. I don't think it's just what I was telling you. It's such a contrast to listen to uh, Scott say words and then see his sister say better words and coherent thoughts that it can be jarring. Um, you know, Hot Mess Summer says she was definitely sober. I'm from the same area they're from. She's not drunk. It's just the way we talk. Very intelligent. I absolutely agree with that. Fun loving. Perhaps the haters can't understand joyful play, Sassy says. I don't think Sumaku is a hater. I just think that Sumaku misread. That's it. Boxer Heather says, I watched about 65% of this. This was which one was it? Oh, the interview. Although I'm sad to have missed the rest live, it was some much needed sleep as I'm somewhat of an insomniac. Thankful for the replays. Thanks MLH, and a special thank you to Kitty McKitterton for being a shining example of what her family is truly about. 100% Boxer Heather, and get that sleep when you can. I know what it's like to not be able to sleep. Joko, welcome. Nice to have you here. Um, High C Banditry says 158. She forgot revocation because he can't pronounce revocation. Yes, there's lots of words that dumbass can't pronounce. We hammer on it all the time on DT. I'm going to ask you guys a serious question. Do you guys think we're a little too hard on our buddy Chumley McBoogerton? If you think that, put a one. If you don't, put a two into chat. Um, been thinking about a lot about that. Lot. I'm not gonna let go, because I know what he's done. But maybe I don't know. Maybe we're a little too hard on him. I don't know. Are we? I know the answer to the question. I'm just being facetious. Look at all the twos. Not at all. Two, 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 two. Yeah, yeah. I say go harder. Summer, go harder. I don't want to think about going harder when it comes to Chumley, if you know what I'm saying. All right, nobody thinks that on this channel. I know. I'm just playing with y'all. Brandon says, great show, loved it. And Chumley will be going to prison soon, playing the kazoo or someone. No spot, aka Johnson. Been getting a lot of stuff about the prison stuff. I mean, look, I understand nobody's wishing for graping in prison, but there is a strong reality that goes on in prison. He's not going to last too long if he gets sentenced in there. By the way, he's getting really nervous, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Don't sweat small stuff. Oh my God, Kitty reading the words of wisdom was priceless. Absolutely, a lot of fun having Kitty there. Ah, I dragged us into the gutter. No. Religious Bite says he just wants the bond reduced to get a refund from the 7,800 that was raised by the grannies. Yeah, 10% of that is gone already. That's what the fee is for the bondsman, right? Elron says, seeing Scott come to the realization that every witness he could possibly call to his defense, he's already gone out of his way to piss off. Live on stream the other night was a pretty epic moment. Well, I mean, goes without saying, Elron. Like you you alienate people that can help you. I mean, eventually that's going to bite you in the ass, right? He's done that with so many people. Bad actors list, right? I mean, just think of the ally that he could have had. Even I'm thinking small scale here, right? Think of the ally he could have had with me, right? Out here protesting Scientology in Denver, Colorado. My little channel. You know, the mighty channel that could. By the way, we're inching closer to 7,000. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. I'd love to hit 7,000 by the end of the year. We're only about 500 away, you know. So there you go. All right. Laura Vladi, who's in chat, says, hi, MLH. Can you find out what Snotty's current charges are? How many felonies and misdemeanors still stand? What happened in court on Friday, apart from dropping his lawyer? Can't find any information anywhere. I keep getting timed out of the official website. Okay, let me first thank you for your comment, Lottie, and thank you for being a Monster Squad member. Here's what I know. There are 16 misdemeanors still, and there are 6 felonies. All right. I don't think there were any more or less than that. Now, what had happened previously is the hate crimes were dropped, I think, in a brilliant move by the prosecution because the judge was kind of having a hard time and he could read the writing on the wall. So, what he did was he brought five other charges, three of them constitutional violations, and those carry mandatory minimum sentences. So, altogether, he's looking at roughly he could get up to 20 years. I mean, there's no chance of that. Um, but I mean, I think it's realistic to think that he might be in there for 6 to 10. It depends on the judge. I know Becky was her feeling is about 35%, but I think that's mostly because of her skepticism of the Los Angeles justice system. But the Los Angeles justice system works very, very similar to the Denver system. Very similar laws, very similar circumstances, and I understand her trepidation, her skepticism. But I think in this case, I think he's going anywhere between 2 and 6 years. Dougie's been consistent, said six. Rib Guy said six. What's up, Barbara? Nice to have you here. 16 and 6. That's awesome. Yes, Lottie, it is awesome. I mean, it'll be more awesome if he's convicted, which these are my feelings on the matter, y'all. I've looked at this from a jurist perspective, and you always have to try to take your bias out of things, right? My I want to say hatred for Scott. I don't have very much hatred for very many people, but I'm going to confess something to you all. I hate Scott. I hate Scott for what he stands for. I hate the non-human being that he is. I hate what he's done to a myriad of people. The list of victims is over 100 people. Hot Mess Summer being one of them. The fact that he's tearing down people in his rhetoric. I consider myself a victim of his. I lost 800 subscribers. I was very close to 7,000. Um, and it monetarily hurt me, but that was a pittance and compared to what he did to people like Ellie and Becky and Jalen and Matt and others. You can go down the list, right? Also, the new charges go towards the three strikes rule, and that will add years to him. I hope so, Dad End. I hope he's in jail for a very long time. I've said this before. He's an absolute menace to society, right? There's not very many people like Scott. That I will give him. He's very unique. But he's not unique in the way that he wants to think of things. He's unique in the fact that he's gotten away so long in life without having the hammer dropped on him. And I'm surprised that somebody hasn't knocked him right in his mouth with how many people he's drawn the ire of, you know. So, well, he's already Dead End. He's already waived his right to a speedy trial. I don't understand. Ice Maiden, welcome. Time for the hammer. I agree. Lots of people have been waiting for this, and it's justified in my mind. I'm a 1A guy. I believe strongly in the First Amendment, but when you break the law, you break the law, and you got to do the time. And he clearly has violated the law. I'm not a Scientology fan at all. Um, done my part here in Denver to bring awareness to the cult, but and I'm in disagreement with Becky on another point. It's not going to affect um, the protesters. It simply isn't. You know, if you break the law, then you break the law, and you have to do the time. If you're peacefully protesting in front of Scientology, there's nothing the police can do about that. Whether you want to hold a sign or you just want to walk there telling people the dangers of Scientology, it's not, you know, not going to do that. It's not going to affect protesters. Let's see if we got any held comments real quick. No held comments. Very good. See if we got any mentions. Ghost soldiers. Um, uh, this is an odd one. Boss exposed in his dumbest lie yet. I don't know what that's about. Maybe I'll check it out. Instead of exposing the one that you should be exposing, you're worried about boss talks. I see you for you who you are. Go soldiers. Helgear mentioned me. Oh yeah, DOA sister on MLH. That's right. Thank you, Helgear. Um, it's definitely Kitty. Traveling survivalist mentioned me on Riddle's video. Thank you very much, traveling survivalist. Appreciate that. Ah, let's take a look at this, and then we'll go back. Oh shit, I can't do it on this, but that's okay. Um, let's see. Ah, okay. That was nonsense. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's talk to you guys. Let me get rid of this. Um, Sunshine says firing your lawyer equals a roof over your head and working a toilet for 15 to 20 years. I don't think it's going to be 15 to 20 years, Sunshine, but thank you for being in here and thanks for the comment. I think it's been going to be anywhere between 5 and 10, actually 2 and 10. I mean, this is one thing I do agree with Becky on. The justice system works really weird. Like the jury could find him guilty on one count and not guilty on all the others, or I mean, best case scenario, um, you know, you we get all of them guilty. I don't think it's going to take. I think that's the more likely of alcohol outcomes, y'all. I think the most likely outcome is guilty on all counts. The only question is how much time is Chumley going to serve? How much time is he going to serve? That's the only thing that's on my mind. I want a minimum of 2. I would love for it to be 10 because speaking personally, that would be justice for me. Actually, 20 years would be justice for me because of what he did to Ellie. Causing someone to want to take their own life is not cool. Not cool at all, you know. Plus the fact all the other people that he's victimized. I mean, poor Jalen and Matt, you know. I mean, the pain and agony that he's caused them, you know. I don't know. To me, I think to me, I think 6 to 10 would be way more appropriate. I'd love to see him in there for 20, you know. Just get rid of him altogether. 20 years later, can you imagine him coming out 20 years later? Where the granny's going to be then? Mostly dead, you know. Um DOA's Cage says that Audit LA is being accused of being a Scientologist under his post. What a shocker that is, DOA's uh, Cage. And by the way, thank you for being a Monster Squad member. I really appreciate it. I hope I earn that, and I hope you keep it. Um, Very small price, $3. That's it. Mrs. JPTS, thanks for being a Monster Squad member. Not just Ellie, he's made Mandy feel awful. No, I know. I never said that it was just Ellie. Shannon feel dehumanized. Sandy silence. The list is about 100 longer more. Mrs. J. You know, um, he needs to be in jail. He needs to pay for these crimes. These people need justice. I feel bad for all of them. I feel bad for his family. You know, I mean, I'd love to be there too. You know what I would really love to do? I'd love to go out there for his sentencing. That's what I want to go out there for. I want to see his face when he gets the sentence. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see him when the judge says you're going to prison for 5 years. That's what I wanna say, or 10 years. Carrie Ann says, "The list of people he's directly hurt is very long." Carrie Ann, it's very long and it's very serious, you know, up to people wanting to off themselves because of his rhetoric, you know. That's what sucks about it, you know. That's what's hurtful about it. Friends of all of ours, right? This is this is my I consider you guys my extended family, right? And he's hurt so many of you. So many of you, you know. He's tried to hurt others. I mean, the list is long. Ham it up is another one, you know. Um, it's hurtful to see your friends go through what they go through with this piece of shit. Rib guy is another one, you know. What did Rib guy do to deserve his ire? You know, what Sir Crepitus, another one. Poe, another one. You know, that's what I say. I definitely want to be there for sentencing, and you know what? I can make it happen. I'm gonna try to make it happen. You know, there's lots of people that were hurt by this guy. New name says, "Wait, I'm confused. Are DOA and Corn no longer tight?" Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Corn was simping so fucking hard for him. All these people that get sucked up into his fucking madness. Nora was another one that got sucked up into it. Didn't work too well for her, you know. I have a lot of anger towards him too, Summer. You know, I already said it. I hate the guy. I don't say that about very many people. You know, I don't know. Would you guys like me to be there at sentencing so I could smile as they put the cuffs and haul him away, or should I just stay here and do a live, an all day marathon live? You know, hate's a strong word, and I use it very, very sparingly with people, but Scott is one of them. I hate the guy. I hate the guy. You know, if there's one thing about it, I've always been honest on this channel, and can't stand him. You know, he's hurt so many people, too many people. Bring Bernie with me, Dad Ant says. Well, it depends on the money situation, Dad Ant. You know, we got to see. You should go see him put in prison. We'll see. I mean, all depends on trial if he gets convicted, which I'm about 85, 90%, 95%, 85 to 95% sure he's going to get convicted on one or more of those charges. Um, Stranger things have happened, you know. I think everyone that can make it should be there. It's time we all get to see him pay for some of what he's done to so many. Yeah. Freedom Nuts, welcome. Pillsbury Doughboy avatar. Perfect. I love it. The beautiful side of all this, Summer says, we all get to meet each other. Holy crap. Uh, Going to be amazing. Wow. That is a really cool thing. I mean, you really want to see trauma bonding then, Scotty? You want to see the real trauma bonding when you're put in handcuffs and hauled away, the menace that you are? That would be a glorious day. That would be a glorious day. I would love to see you all go. That would be epic. I would love to go, to be honest with you, because I think it's that important. But it would only be during sentencing. You know, I can't afford too much time away from Denver, but for that day or two or three, as I sip margaritas on the beach while Chumley's being looked at by his new cellmates. Would be pretty priceless, right? To do a little live on the beach while Bernie and I are sipping a margarita, you know? Think that would be pretty cool. Lindsay called DOA out yesterday and the day before. She said her and Alonzo wanted to scheme with her to take Aaron down with Louis. Yeah, fuck. It's all fucking rhetoric. Alonzo's a big fat slob who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. These people are just ridiculous. Yeah, I'd love to see all the people in the courtroom laughing at him, Mater. That'd be the ultimate fuck you, right? It will be entertaining from this, I know, says. Yeah. Looks like I'm definitely going, Summer says. Definitely going to be talking about this today. Well, you know, do you, Summer? You know, lovely Summer. Summer's got a great channel. I love when people do homeless outreach. She's one of the few channels that I've seen do it. Um, we're a lonely bunch, Summer. It's not very many people that do what you and I do. Um, DOA and Alonzo, not her and Alonzo. Oh yeah, DOA and Alonzo. Yeah. What's up, Mandy? Nice to have you here. Speaking of survivors, you know, continues to do it to Mandy. Like he just, um, Dad Ant, I want you to email me, dude, because I got a question for you, and I don't want to do it on air. Um, just something that's been um, on my mind. Nana says, Dad Ant, I already ordered. Oh, you already ordered your bullhorn. Yeah. I don't think we should bullhorn. I think we should take the opposite approach, just looking at him like, fuck yeah. MLH is fangirling over Summer. I'm definitely fangirling over Summer because Summer does something that not a lot of people do, Dougie. Does homeless outreach, I believe, every Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, Summer. Um, I love Summer's channel, especially when she's doing all that. It's really cool. Yeah. All right. I think that wraps it up for today, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna go maybe have breakfast. Is it early enough for breakfast? 10:30? It's kind of in that in between, you know. It's for when he comes back to Chicago, Nana says. Might be a long time before that, Nana. Might be a long time. Protest outside the courthouse with signs that say prison for DOA. Absolutely. Stare at him in total silence. He'll have a panic attack. Yeah, see, Manuel, I think that's the tack. Just to cross your arms and show your dissatisfaction and your disgust. You know, yeah. Yeah, Summer's a great person. From this I know. I know that. Um Jackmaster. Look at you, Dougie. Batty is in there. What's up? You guys want a little humor for today? Hold on. Let me get this. You guys have seen this before, but I love it. I'll never get tired of this clip, y'all. I'm telling you. This shows this to me encapsulates encapsulates exactly who this motherfucker is right here. You know what I gather from that? He's doing something illegal. That tracks. And he's a coward. That tracks. Question, Fuzzy says. Does anyone who is familiar with California law know if DOA is found guilty, will he be sentenced that day? Or will they schedule a sentencing date? I'm guessing, Fuzzy, that he will be, according to what I read. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. I think he will be sentenced that day because some of those felonies have mandatory sentencing guidelines. The only thing I'm unclear of is if the judge has the ability to make them concurrent or if it's all consecutive or anything like that. So that's what I'm, you know, guessing. Yeah, everybody knew this video was coming, right? Whoop whoop! Whoop 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 whoop! Sitting there hiding. Hiding! Hide, Chumley! Hide! If you're not doing anything wrong, why are you hiding? Why'd you have to duck so quick? Boop, 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 boop. More than likely, they will run concurrent. That sucks. That really sucks. They should be consecutive. Then he'd be in there for 20 years. That would be perfect. Let's watch this one more time. Oh, that's a good question, Sunshine. What is in the pipe? Now, if I had a guess, it would be weed. Let's be fair. That is a weed pipe. But is it laced for something? Was that why he was ducking in the car? Maybe he had a little bit of meth in there that he was trying to get up in his system. I don't know. You be the judge. We should make a running list of DOA. Oh, be too long. HD2. It's over 100 long. I know that. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop whoop. Doc. You know what the best thing is this, guys? It's his eyes right in here. Look at those eyes wide. Wow. And it's nighttime. Look at those pupils, man. His eyes are all pupil. Oh man, what a worthless duck, Chumley duck. What's up, Riddle? Nice to have you in here. Big Chief, Hefe. Nice to have you here, buddy. All right, that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'm gonna go grab some chow. I don't know, what should I have, y'all? Should I have I don't know, should I do the breakfast thing and maybe have some menudo, like a little traditional Mexican breakfast, maybe a breakfast burrito, or should I wait for lunch? I'm wondering. I'm having a hard time thinking. His eyes were pinned. They were, Big Chief. I mean, look. Those eyes, dude. I can't get over them, man. Look. Right there. Look at that. Holy shit, man. One more time. One more time. Burp, burp, burp. Gas station tacos. Ah, duck. Duck, Chumley. Duck, Chumley. They won't get you if you duck. They won't see you. They won't see your fat ass in that van or that RV. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you guys are struggling with your mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There is a North American hotline. You can dial 3 simple digits, 988, if you're in trouble. If you're not in North America, type in your browser of choice, mental health help. Click on any of those options and they will get you connected to somebody that can help you out. Don't do anything rash before you talk to somebody. It's not worth it. Life is worth living, y'all. Okay. There are ups and downs, certainly sometimes more downs than ups, but you got to push through it to get to those ups. You know what I'm saying? All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Later, everybody.